Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. Where they've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Georgia likely to kick it deep to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Power football with the run. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Just ran him over. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. The Noles injecting some attitude, throwing the spear down and declaring they're going to run the football.
Run the football, be aggressive. This is the part of the offense that, remember, it was a long time, Florida State offensive line play wasn't good enough. They got to get that physicality, that run game, if they want to be a great program again.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. The inside handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all off-season. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. To the air. It's Croman Hope. Gets it out quickly. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
The Seminoles get enough to move the chains.
And how about that call? You're right around midfield, 4th down on your opening drive. So you run the football and you put your trust and confidence in your offensive line up front to get it done and keep your offense on the field. That is impressive.
They're getting this guy lathered up. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get behind the defense. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, Florida State.
I think a lot of people probably expected to see that, right? They're playing on the road, and you know this is going to be a hostile environment, but they've got the better players, and we've seen that before, and there was no hesitation. The opening drive, they go right down the field, they score a touchdown, and they made a statement.
Lining up to add another. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. The kickoff team out there and ready to go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Tuggle. No idea what he could have been thinking to try to return that one, and they stop him at the 7. Down. Here comes this offense. Running to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He just kept going backwards. You have to step up, and they get him for a safety. So after taking the safety, they'll line up for a free kick from their own 20. Running it back, it's Gibson.
The returner is tackled down at the 37, and the Florida State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer.
Can anyone catch it? Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Looking for a crease to the left. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense.
Wide receiver, the ball carrier. Now out of bounds at the 19-yard line. 2nd down.
And the Noles have pushed it inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point extends the lead to 16. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over UTSA. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Off play action. They're bringing heat. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Georgia lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's got great speed, and good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll run it from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Florida State 16, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They'll run it to the right. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. To throw, it's Croman Hope. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Defense is about feeling out the offense and what they like to do. What are they going to do in third and short, third and medium, third and long? So far, the offense is winning. Defense is going to need to make some adjustments.
And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, no.
And he's got that bayou speed, like I run bayou. You can call it whatever route you want to call it, but does a nice job winning at the line of scrimmage, getting behind the DB, runs, catches it right in the end zone. Big play for this offense. Nice throw, nice catch.
And he added the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Tuggle. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit, and if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Now facing 3rd and short from their own 17. The give to the back. Shakes off the tackle. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the 1st down. They'll run for it on 4th down. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
You cannot make a bigger statement on offense than your head coach deciding to go for it on 4th down, deep in your own end, early in the game, and they get it somehow running the football. Wow.
Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. They're trying to get to it. He's in a world. Down he goes, a catastrophic loss on that play.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And the ball is intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
Man, these defenders practice this all week long. It's locating the football with your eyes. Great job being in position, but also, how about getting your head around and locating the ball in the air so you can go up, pick it off for the defense.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll start this drive with an end around. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
Brings up 2nd down.
Trips left, one wide receiver to the right on 2nd and 9. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Looking for a huge play. Snags it on the right. And he breaks into the open. Touchdown, Florida State. And they take it in for 6 more points. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
They're going to have Noel Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On on the run from inside his own 5. He gets a block. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to go up top on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. And it's caught inside the 30. And this defense was flailing as he weaved his way and got down to the 26.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they are ready to go again. Dialing up a second down pass play. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Georgia going up tempo. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They've already converted a 4th down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Picked off. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, Dave.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll leave it with him. Steamrolls his way ahead. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Extending the play. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Now on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Belly stutter.
Give to the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Ooh, and I love the running back here. Running into the blitz, he saw the extra defender. He was able to put his foot in the ground and make a miss. That was a good play.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to power their way ahead. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. Tight end finds a soft spot. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field, and they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. Well, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Running back searching for a hole. Delivers the contact. Touchdown Seminoles! He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
And step number 1 when you want a great running back, someone who runs angry and continues to break tackle after tackle. This guy was unbelievable on that rush.
I don't know, David, if this defense was ready for this guy. They got to do a better job as the game goes on, getting more hats to the football, because it's obvious now it's not going to be just one guy who brings him down. They've got to get extra hats to the football to stop this rushing attack.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. This Bulldog offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the 2nd half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the 1st half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
With the 1st down, they'll put it in play from the 33. He wants to throw. Got it behind the line. It's White. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
That is not good news for this offense, guys. I mean, the defense only brought 3 on that play, and they were still able to get after the quarterback. This O-line has got to play better.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there. Georgia comes quickly to the line. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, going to the air. And they gambled in their...